Hey guys, I wasn't actually going to do this podcast because I was going to wait until my way home after work, but I just finished up from the gym and I wrote the longest rant on one of my photos in my new gym gear that I bought for Boxing Day this year. And it was such a long rant, and it was like me spilling my soul to social media, which I never usually do, but more and more people have asked me to share my story and how, I'm about to cry, but I'm getting so emotional over it, but I never knew that people really, because I'm a coach, so it's I'm here to help people, talking about myself is boring, who cares? And then when I put a survey into my group and what people want to hear more, 3 people on there said to stop backhanding myself, and people love hearing about my story and stuff. So I had a realization today, just looking in the mirror and taking my selfies, that I never used to train without a stringer top on. I always wore crop tops and I always wore really, really short shorts, but I always had a stringer top over because I hated my midsection and I hated my belly, and it took a lot for me to not do that. And I think the biggest thing that helped was the fact that I changed gyms for a while, and I moved into a gym where it was literally just me and the weights, because no one came in until nighttime, because it was some CrossFit gym and it had powerlifting and bodybuilding stuff in there, but all the CrossFit classes were run after work, and I used to train at 8 a.m. So when I got into this gym, I actually remember myself saying, yes, I can wear, I don't need to wear my top on top now. I can keep it off for good, because no one's going to be around to judge me or to stare at my belly, or I don't have to feel not so confident about it and stuff. And it just became a habit to just go, I actually used to take my singlet top, whatever you want to call it, in my bag with me just in case someone came, but no one ever came, and then it just became a habit, and then I ended up leaving the shed at home, and I just really enjoyed training without having to worry about putting a top on. And I don't even know when it became a habit, because I just got so conditioned to rocking up at the gym in the middle of winter as well, just crop top and booty shorts, and not giving a freaking damn about what anyone thought, because it was just me and the bars. And then once I went back to then I got my year membership ran out, so then I got back into my bodybuilding gym, and that's the one where literally it is packed to a rim every freaking day, no matter what time you rock up there, because it's $1 a day. It holds a gazillion classes. There's 100 treadmills and all this other stuff. So there's always stack loads of people there, guys of all ages, guys as well as women of all different backgrounds, as in judge whether they look like they're judgmental people, or whether they look like they're old and they're not, they don't seeing people pretty much wearing their underwear to the gym, all of that stuff. And I didn't even realize that I didn't give a damn. And then I got my job at the powerlifting gym, so I started training there, lonesome again. And then I decided I want to go back into my bodybuilding. I still work at the powerlifting gym, but I train at my old gym again. And only recently I bought the most revealing freaking crop top that crops off half your boobs. So half your boobs they hanging out the top, but I think that's because I bought a size that's too small, and I actually do have boobs, not just pecs, and no, not fake. So it does kind of dig into my crop top it does kind of dig into my skin quite a bit, and it's tiny, and it isn't black, it's skin color, so it's show all. And then my scrunch bum's right up my ass because I got a size that's too big, because I didn't think I would be an XS, but I'm in XS because the S was too big. But then I bought the extra small in black ones as well for Boxing Day. So, yeah, it just dawned upon me that this whole time I've just been in the gym without a shirt on, and it didn't once faze me. I didn't once worry about anyone like saying anything about my midsection or whatever. Like, at times, yeah, okay, I felt bloated because I don't digest some foods really well, and I still continue to eat them because I love the foods. Like, if like bloat isn't fat, so as long as it's not doing anything negative to my body and it's just a bloat, like it's not painful, then I will continue to eat the food. So I will end up getting a little bloat, but I don't do that in the morning, so I'm pretty okay when I'm at the gym. But back to my point where I didn't I didn't even realize that I made, like, this is where my last podcast comes in. So really make sure you listen to the podcast that I put up before this one yesterday, because progress comes in all forms. It does not just come in you lifting more reps and more weight in the gym. Like, that's why I said I made 2 personal bests. Like, I made 2 records. I broke 2 freaking records. Not only did I realize that I've been in the gym without a shirt on this whole time, which is something I would have never done because I have such a blocky waist, which I can't really do anything about except putting so much freaking effort into growing my booty and my thighs. And by my thighs, I mean my quads and my hamstrings and my lats and my delts, like my upper body, because if the least I can do is make an illusion that I have a narrower waist. So I put all my effort into doing that as well. But the thing is, I can use a vacuum. Like, I can vacuum my belly, yeah, cool, for comp. But I'm not gonna walk around without any freaking air in my body, suffocating on the lack of oxygen, because I need to walk around with the vacuum, because that's the only way that my body is gonna show like I have a waist and I'm not just a column that's vertically up and down, because I am. And I did another post not that long ago on how my ribs sit very freaking low, and I have the longest femurs that I have seen on anyone. So if you put long femurs and a really low sitting long rib cage together, I don't really have a lot of gap between my bottom rib and the top of my hip. So I don't have, like, even like, if I ever wore a waist trainer, I could assure you anything that I would be cracking ribs, because there's nothing for any waist trainer to suck in or to pull in, because I don't have any skin or breakage or whatever the hell you want to call it between my hip bone and my rib. So the thing is, you cannot change genetics no matter what anyone tells you. And it's not just that, but like, if I continued to live with the worry of what other people are gonna think, or continue to just feel shit about some certain things, then I'm missing out on so much life. So much life. I'm missing out on so many opportunities. I'm cutting myself short. Like, a life lacking confidence to me is you're stealing yourself of power and potential, because that could be you not even wanting to go out to the gym, not the gym, to the beach, because you don't like being in a bikini, because you're conscious about this, that, and the other, so you miss out on a shitload of opportunities. Or you miss out on the fun because you want to stay rugged up in some floral flowing dress. So I guess what I'm just trying to say here is that it pays a lot to sit with yourself and to recognize just how much you have developed and changed over time, and in not just the gym, but in all the other ways. Because everyone has some self-confidence issue somewhere along the journey. We're all human. It's just your reaction to it, and like how you respond and how you feel. Like, honestly, being self-conscious in the gym and worrying about anything? How's that making you feel? Like, what do you want to feel? This is what I'm all about for 2019. How do you want to feel going into the year 2019? How do you want to feel this time next year looking back on 2019? Don't you want to feel confident? Don't you want to feel in love with yourself? Don't you want to feel empowered? Don't you want to feel, I already said confident, but it is such an important word. That's why I was all about the hashtag look good naked. But that's all about confidence, and it's all about empowerment, self-empowerment. And that's exactly what I'll be utilizing throughout 2019. But I've broke past the confidence. Like, that's something I've been working on since the days of high school. Now it's just about putting me first and allowing myself to actually step back from the busies, because all I've been doing is focusing on everyone else but myself. Because like I said, I always feel guilty trying to buy myself anything that isn't going to help anyone else. The only thing I would put money towards was my coach, my bodybuilding, and my powerlifting. Like, that was all I put money into, which, like, I wouldn't consider getting my hair done or getting my eyebrows done or getting my skin, hair, laser, whatever beauty accessories or mishangelous, I can't say that word. I know how to spell it, but I can't say it. That thing. Or fitness clothes or shoes or anything like that. Like, I see that as a waste to me, because I already have functional clothes. I have functional shoes. Nothing's broken. I don't need to get anything more. So I'm pretty happy with what I have. But the feeling of just wearing these clothes that I just bought, I was like, wow, this actually feels so good, doing something for myself. And that's the trend I'm going to carry into 2019. And I want to share it with all of you girls, if you're on my team, and I want to share it with social media as well. Like, mainly with my girls, because it's something that I want to do with them. But putting yourself first is the first step to an empowered life. Because if you're continually draining yourself, think of yourself like a laptop. If you're continually using that laptop without, or even a mobile phone, without plugging it in for charge at any time, your phone or laptop will turn into power saving mode. I explain this with the metabolism as well. But just think of yourself like a battery, because I reckon the laptop and the phone are more suitable to explaining the metabolism. But think of yourself as a battery. If you don't allow yourself to recharge, you're going to be running on low, and all your systems are going to become inefficient as it goes into power saving mode. You're not going to be able to light other people's torches, light other people's candles. You're going to be a dud match. You don't want to be a dud match. You want to be the good match in the matchbox. You want to light fires. Okay? I love you all, and I'll leave you all for this amazing weekend.